The first way to get focus is to find purpose. The way to find purpose is you must identify what it is that you have to be purposeful in.
The promise of the future is an awesome force.
So your goal is to make today some tiny increment better than yesterday.
What do you really want to achieve in your life? What are your passions? What are your values? Once you know what you want, you can start to set specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound goals. A life without goals, purpose and sound planning is devoid of productivity, progress, and peace. Thereby, a goal in life is extremely important to have. One should make a goal for success, happy life, and good health instead of wealth chase. A life without goals is like sailing in the ocean without destination. Achieving goals gives us a sense of accomplishment and boosts our confidence. It also helps us stay motivated and focused on what we want to achieve. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream.
What do you want in the next 10 years? I want you to make a list of at least 50 items. Now, this is not what you think you can get. This is what you want. If everything fell into place and you could have anything you wanted in the next 10 years, what would that list be? Not something you think you can earn, not something you think you can buy, not something you think you can, finally be so successful you can get. This is what would really do it for you the next 10 years. I want you to make this list.
Let's say you need a goal, but we don't want to let your distance from the goal crush you. So you got to set up a goal, and then you got to break the goal down into parts so that you can move towards it and you have a fairly high likelihood of doing it. So that's a bit of practical, I wouldn't say advice, it's because it's better than advice. It's some practical knowledge about how to go about achieving an aim. Set a high aim, but differentiate it down so you know what the next step is, and then make the next step difficult enough so you have to push yourself past where you are, but also provide yourself with a reasonable probability of success.
It's very simple. Anybody can do it. If you apply it right now, can change your existence. Listen to me. That's real. If you don't think it's real, I dare you to try it. Write everything you want on a piece of paper. Everything. I don't care. Use your wildest imagination. If you can think it, you can achieve it. Write it on a piece of paper. Read it every morning and every night. Come back here 1 year from today and see how much of that stuff then came true. That's a promise of your God. That ain't no theory I come up with. That's all successful people have.
In the journey of life, goals serve as guiding stars, illuminating the path that leads us towards the realization of our dreams. They have the incredible power to ignite the fire within us, infusing our days with purpose and determination. Each goal we set creates a roadmap, a clear direction to follow amidst the complexities and uncertainties of the world. Goals are like beacons of hope, casting their light on the possibilities that lie ahead. They provide us with focus, enabling us to make choices aligned with our deepest desires. When we set meaningful goals, we establish a connection with our innermost aspirations, channeling our energy and resources in a purposeful way. They give us the courage to step out of our comfort zones, for it is through venturing into the unknown that we grow and evolve.
If you were properly oriented in life, if your spirit was in order, you'd aim at the highest thing that you could possibly imagine, and that would point you in the proper direction, and then you would attempt to treat everyone as if they had, including yourself, as if they had a value that was equivalent and related to that high order goal. And that's right.
So get serious about your goals, put them on paper, write them down. There's all kinds, his goals, her goals, their goals, business goals, financial independence goals, family goals. I mean, there's so many things to work on this, that if you don't get busy and work on it, sure enough, the time will pass. And sure enough, 5 years from now, you'll wind up where you don't want to be, wearing what you don't want to wear, driving what you don't want to drive, being what you don't want to be. Now's the time to fix it.
If you don't have a vision board, if you don't have your dreams written down, that's the other reason you don't have it. I just gave you the two main reasons why people don't have the life of their dreams. Number one, you don't ask God for it. And number two, you won't write it down. It has to be written. You have to write it down. It's a principle of success. Anybody can be successful. You just have to know the principles of success. See, I know the principles of success. I could stop and go start selling tomatoes, and I could go make a lot of money selling tomatoes. You know why? Because I know the principles of success. I'm telling you, y'all, this how this works. You have not cause you ask not, and write the vision and make it plain. You do them two things starting today. Write your list, read it every morning, every night. 1 year, check it off. You'll be stunned. I dare you to try that. Watch and see what God do.
There is a profound magic that happens when you write down your goals. It is as if the ink on the paper transforms your dreams into tangible realities, bridging the gap between imagination and achievement. When you take the time to put your goals into words, you give them a voice, a power to be heard and acknowledged. Writing down your goals is a declaration to the universe, a testament to your unwavering commitment and belief in your own potential. It is a deliberate act of clarity, allowing you to define exactly what you want to accomplish and why it matters to you. By putting pen to paper, you breathe life into your aspirations, infusing them with purpose and intention.
You'll want to include on your list goals for personal development. Write down all your personal development goals. Your goals to be more physically fit, to lose weight, to be more decisive, to be a more effective leader, to be a better communicator, to learn another language. Of course, there are other types of goals to consider: family goals, social goals, lifestyle goals.
Habakkuk 2:2. Go home and read that one. It says, write the vision and make it plain, so that he who reads it will run to it. And even though it tarry, that means take a long time, wait for it, for surely it will come at an appointed time. Man, I'm telling you real now. What I'm telling you works.
If you concentrate solely on your career, you can get a long way in your career. And I would say that that's a strategy that a minority of men preferentially do. That's all they do. They work like 70, 80 hours a week. They go flat out on their career. They're staking everything on the small probability of exceptional status in a narrow domain. But it's hard on them. They don't have a life. It's very difficult for them to have a family. They don't know how to take any leisure activity. Like, they get very one-dimensional. Now, it may be that unidimensionality is the price you have to pay to be exceptional at one thing.
We look back for experience, but we have to look forward now for inspiration. And what gives us inspiration to get up in the morning and do our job, learn skills, develop all that we can possibly be, is the promise of the future. And it can be so powerful that it can overwhelm any adversary you might have, any difficulties you might have.
If you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan. And guess what they have planned for you? The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. Goals are the fuel in the furnace of achievement. Set your goals high and don't stop till you get there. Dreams become achievable goals when action is taken towards their attainment. If you found this content informative, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for the most up-to-date news and videos. We appreciate your input and look forward to hearing from you again soon.